My name is David, and I'm here at Tracer Bicycles today, and we're going to be looking at the you're going to want to be careful with the staples that are inside the box. They can be a little difficult to get out. I'm going to use a screwdriver to just pop up. Be careful, they can be sharp. And the bike's going to come almost completely assembled. You're just going to put on the handlebars and the front tire. Put the bike down. There's going to be some parts that are going to be in the box still, including the seat. Box with some other parts that we're going to put on a little bit, and also the rack. And you're going to want to inspect all your parts during shipping. Over here, we're going to open up the inside. You have some track assembly instructions. You're going to have your reflectors and your seat post. You're going to go ahead and get your rear reflector. And it goes right back here. You're going to remove this nut right here. You're going to lift the fender. You're going to insert into the slots. And then you're going to go ahead and just tighten down on the nut. Just like that. Hand tight is fine for right now. Looks like they're going to be a 10 millimeter. And we're just going to install the fender supports to their brackets. Okay. Oops. That's the washer. Here we go. Hand tight is good until we get both sides on. It may take a little bit of pushing. To get your bar to line up correctly. Now there is going to be tension on the screw, so it may be a little harder to get the thread lined up. Just be patient. You'll get it. And then you can go ahead and just tighten it on both sides. And you want to adjust your fender so that it's centered with the wheel. And then we'll go ahead and install the handlebars. use the scissors to remove this plastic protective. To the neck to the head tube, and then you're gonna get your Allen wrench. You're gonna make sure your handlebars are straight with your fork, and then you're gonna proceed to tighten. Keep them aligned. They can move. Once you get that tightened, move on to the front of the handlebar to adjust the height of your handlebars. It's not going to take too much to loosen that bolt. I'm just going to give that a nice little tighten. That's going to help me hold the bike up in a second. Just slide it in, and then it's going to be two 14mm bolts. And you're just going to tighten them evenly on both sides. Okay. And then we're also going to need the Allen wrenches again. And our, sorry, I already put the reflector on. It's in the back. A little bit. I'm just going to go ahead and tighten your seat. Oops. So it's nice and snug. There you go. I want to make sure it's straight. There you go. And then now I can go ahead and flip the bike over, and we can work on the front fender. Like so. And again, I'll get this clean. I need to install this in a second. There we go. Now taking a look at this bike, looks like it has a really comfortable seat. The brake caliper rear nut. There we go. You're gonna wanna remove the nut and the washer. Come on. There we go. You're gonna add your fender. And you're gonna wanna slide it through your brake caliper. And slide it in. Then you put your washer back on. You go ahead and tighten it down loosely so that we can make any adjustments you need while installing the fender support. And again, you're going to have to put pressure on one side because, oh wait, no, I put it backwards. Yeah, put it backwards. Goes on the wrong side. Go ahead and tighten that down. There we go. Now we can go ahead and line up your brake caliper. And then go ahead and tighten it down. Just be careful while you're tightening it because it can shift on you. And then go ahead, tighten down the fender supports. No bristles. And then we'll go ahead and proceed to the front tire. I cannot see. Now you don't have to remove these nuts all the way. Just enough for you to get them into place. You want to keep these little tabs on the outside of the bicycle frame. Sometimes you may need to open it almost all the way. There we go. And then these little S clips go into the hole and lock it in. And you just go ahead and tighten it down. And that's gonna be 14, nope, it's gonna be the 15 millimeter. And you want to tighten both sides evenly. Okay, now we can put the pedals on. And we do that so that we don't get confused on what side is what. We're gonna flip the bike back over. Okay. This is going to be the right side, and it has a direction of the thread, and it is bolted south because it is on a, it has a bearing in there for the pedal. Now, get that side on. There's the left side, and the left side is counterclockwise. There we go. go. We're gonna take the wrench, you're gonna slide it on. Okay, it's 15. You're just gonna tighten it nice and snug. That's not cool. There we go. Be careful with the nut underneath. You're gonna loosen the front screw because that gives you your direction. And then you're going to go ahead, place that in there. Bottom, screw goes in on top. And then you're all set. Right there. Let's get back now. We're gonna do 10mm. I'm going to need the basket. We're also going to need the Allen wrenches. And you're going to go ahead and remove these 2 screws on the side of the frame near the rear caliper. Both sides. Now we're going to go down here, remove the supports, screws. And then your basket goes over the tire. And you're gonna just reinsert the screws. Now, you may have to push a little bit to get it lined up properly. But it's not too difficult. You want to keep your supports on the outside of your frame. And then just line up the holes. There we go. No need to tighten everything all at once, because there is adjustments. Okay, and now we can start tightening everything up. Nice and tight. last but not least, we have to install our brake line. And you're gonna have to adjust your brake line. Just loosen the screw and your wire becomes free. And then you're able to pull through, line up these two holes, and then you're good to go. It's in there. And then now, what you gotta do is pull your line tight, and then you just re-tighten. And there you go. That's the bike. Is that